You have to understand that traders don't know how to be professional.
Okay.
We don't know of the corporate world.
Yeah.
The only thing we know is I'm making money. Let me move around.
Okay.
But in terms of I own a business, I need to be at work at 8. Even if I'm not working for anyone, it's very important.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's how discipline is
Yeah.
created. So in terms of also educating themselves out of trading, it's a mission. So suing someone, they don't even know what to sue at. What is the name of the case?
Yeah.
You know, defamation of character? Okay, sure. What else?
But guys, we should be talking about this on the podcast.
We've started. We've kicked it off. Yo, what's up, guys? The podcast has started. The podcast has started. No, sorry. The conversation just started. It was just going. I was just like, let me not interfere. Yeah. Because what you're basically saying is so true, you know. Because, like, essentially, you find that there's videos... You find yourself as a trader, there's a video being posted about you or there's something being posted about you by another party.
Sure.
And I always feel like legal action is so important. But also, let's also consider the fact that legal action it's not cheap.
Yeah, it's not cheap at all.
At all.
You have to understand, Uguti, if you are making money, you need to keep money aside for all of that.
Yeah.
You know, because someone can sue you for something so stupid.
So are we basically saying, what does that say though? Are the traders that we are exposed to on social media, are you basically kind of saying that the money's not there like that?
I think it's priorities.
Okay.
Some of us we look at feeding our families. Some of us look at buying cars. Some of us looking at showing off, and some of us looking at doing things in a proper way. You know, yeah. I can say we prioritize things differently. You know, we look at things differently. You know, as I always say, we grew up different.
Yeah.
You know, we come from different backgrounds.
Yes.
Where every day is gunshots. You know, so we come from different backgrounds. We understand a few things, you know. And in the industry, I think we have to sit down with most traders and let them understand in terms of all of these other things. Yes, you are making money. Yes, you are. Yes, you have money, but, you know, did you keep some of that money aside for rainy days, as we say? You know, because you might say something in passing to a wrong person, and that wrong person would take that thing very serious and even sue you. When you just charged 200,000 last week or yesterday, here's a lawsuit coming up, and you're just panicking. Remember, you can't trade while your emotions are not in check, so you might end up blowing an account. So how are you gonna pay your lawyer? You know, so it's one of those things that we need to sit down and truly educate each other. Yes, we are brothers and sisters, but hey, some of us,
yeah,
which is very wrong.
Yeah,
you know, there was an event that happened here in Sandton, I think a few months back. I'm sure most traders were there. You know, and what I saw there, most people who are there, they are traders, but to treat each other in a different way, whereas you are in the same industry, it's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, soccer is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but we really have to sometimes sit down, look at the industry, and also think why, when you call yourself a Forex trader, the respect just goes. You know, when you say to someone, so Lakhe, tell me, what do you do? And I say, I'm a Forex trader. And then the first thing that people think is like, one of those.
Yeah.
You know, one of those. And I think we need to also sit down and really set things straight. We are the best industry in the world.
Yeah, so true.
Know? There's no industry where you can make money sitting just like this, and you just need 1 hour a day. 1 hour a day, and then you're relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Are we going to do the intro? Or?
Yeah, we're doing the intro. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Nqobile Tembane from Top Traders SA. We're bringing you guys another installment of Industry Chats podcast where we sit down with industry players who are involved in the game. And I'm sitting here with my amazing...
I'm Givens Kgasi.
Yeah.
You're next.
Your next what? Our next what?
But last time I said President Mus.
Oh, but tell them next president.
You should be knowing.
Your next president.
Hey guys, it's just a dream, please. Ne? It's just a dream.
I mean,
it's a dream. It's a dream. But
I'm not gonna say anything.
and I know why.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. Conflict of interest.
Not really.
Is it?
Not
Okay.
really. It's coming to me in a different way. You know?
Okay.
If someone tells you their dreams and their vision, never have an opinion. It's not yours.
Yeah, that's
You know?
powerful.
I always tell people that if someone tells you their vision, don't add anything. Just say okay, sharp.
Sure.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah, you see, and then I'm gonna respect
That's motivating, by the
I'm gonna
way.
respect you, MJ, the trader.
Yeah.
If tomorrow you wanna be a president.
It didn't say president of the country. It can be a president of a company.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, but I think we've passed that stage of being presidents of companies. Yeah. Guys, we are gunning for president of the country, the republic. You're honorable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, no, thank you. I need that.
No. All right, guys. Today, you guys know, again, another week. Shout out. Thanks for coming back. Hope you guys enjoyed last week's episode. I had fun. Yes, I was starstruck, but that's fine. But anyways, today we're sitting down with an industry player, a very important industry player. Can I tell them, my first interaction with him was very cool because I was out with my woman, my now fiance, by the way.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you. I was out with her. It was last year. It was sometime last year, actually.
I think somewhere around October.
Yeah, around those times. And then we went to a restaurant. Yeah, it was just 𝐾𝐚 and whatnot. We were sitting we're just sitting at the restaurant. Then all of a sudden the waiter's like, hey, somebody says, I don't know, she's like, no, somebody says you shouldn't be sitting here with everyone else. So let's take you through to that VIP area and whatnot. And only and I was always curious as to who's okay. I was just like, okay, so my woman and I went to the other side, chilled with, because I was told I don't belong that side.
Okay. Top Traders Southafrica.
I was told I'm just like, hey, we just came here to have a nice time. And, and literally it was just like... because he recognized me from the channel, and it was like, I only found out recently that, it was him, but it was just to show you the type of guy that he is, at any given point that you want to come be like, it's me, or take any credit for that hectically, so you understand. And I appreciate that. That was a very nice gesture, by the way.
Nah, man, it's a brotherhood, brother.
Yeah, it is a brotherhood.
You have to understand reputation. If I'm sitting in a VVIP or VIP and I see someone that I know, call them in, we belong in the same
bucket.
But with that, just touching based on that, whatever is happening here, you guys don't know who's watching. In everything you do, you don't know who's watching. You remember the time when you passed matric and everyone was like, oh, Pasile. And you're like, how do you know I was doing matric, which really you have to keep in mind that anything and everything you do, someone is watching.
Sure.
Same thing with you. I was like, nah, man, that Nqobile, he's one of the big guys I know, I'm not going to say upcoming, Come on. We've passed the stage. So I was like, hey, no, man, Sissy, please call those guys to come and sit there. Please remove those ones and let them sit somewhere.
Hey, people were even removed. This is getting interesting. I'm just picturing the person, a waiter or waitress coming and say, "You need to move." But why? You need to move.
Yeah. No, appreciate that. No, but I think it's the humility, the love. But it goes to speak as to who you are, because you've been in the industry for plus 10 years now.
Ish.
He's the man behind the scenes. He knows people's. He knows where all the bodies are buried.
Also, he's a man behind the scenes.
It's what he claims. It's what he's saying.
Okay.
I'm not the one who's hands off behind the scenes. Though.
I feel like he's that man who's like, I know where all the bodies are buried.
I hope we are not going to commit a sin. You see what I did there?
Today we are joined by Lakhe Mvuyana. That's
Yes, sir.
correct, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Dunamis himself.
Mr. Dunamis himself. An industry player. So just give people a bit of a background as to just introduce yourself to the people for those who don't know you. Because I know people within the industry know who you are, but the viewers right there probably want to get associated with you and be like, hey, who's this Lakhe guy?
Yo, it's come a long way, brother. Coming a long way. I'm just a young guy, grew up in a township, I'm a township guy,
Kasalip.
Hey, Chief Kwamash.
Okay.
KZN.
Tubane, as they call it, growing up there, if you are in a township, it seems easier. But if you sit down and think, it's a very unprivileged place, where you see a lot of your friends, a lot of people around you, dropping out. A lot of people don't have time for jobs, You ask someone, hey, Chief, go and apply. You say, hey, how can I apply when you have money? I'm just going to stand in a corner, take out my cup, give me your money, So I grew up in a township where the sound of a gun, it became a norm, and I'm just highlighting in terms of breaking out of that box. It's not easy, seeing everyone around you being inspired by doing wrong things, and just being a young man in high school, started making money, in which I like to shout out to my class teacher, Miss Dicky, in high school. I think that was the person who played the foundation of where I am now. Sometimes we don't thank our teachers, in which we spend almost the whole year sitting with them, and these people speak to us every day. In which the other day she said something to us, which really motivated us. But not only that, it was also the actions that she was doing. Sometimes teachers bend the rules. In which she acted, and it influenced most of us. In our class, in which we started something called Stokvel. Stokvel, that's where everything started with my friend Sandile Shezi, and some other guys, Ayanda and stuff. So from there, that's when one started understanding, the flow of money, and how you can make interest from money, to a point where we lend other teachers money. Come the 15, they're not paying it back.
Wait, so the
students were lending money to the teachers.
Hey, Chief.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, but hey, come the 15th, the teacher can't pay you back your money, and same day you didn't do their homework. So yeah, clash mind, but during that phase, one then realized the power of money. I always tell people, when you start having money, the way you walk changes, the way you eat changes, the way a lot of things changes. In which at that time I saw a lot of things changing, but not my personality, because I understand where I come from.
Yeah.
And started making money, did my research, and this law of attraction thing.
Yeah.
It's real, and it's important. You know, there was a time where I was just frustrated. You know, like I want to make millions, I want to make money, I want to become a millionaire. And on the same day, I was just walking and I met a young man. You know, and ever since I worked with him. You know,
Yeah.
and to be where I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just growing up as a young man, in brief, I'm Lakhe Mvuyana. Yeah. And I grew up in Guamashu, in Durban, became a trader in 2012, while also matriculated in 2013, and, you know, and also went studied and stuff. I'm not one of those traders who say, "Ish, I drop out."
Okay.
You know, I'm one of those guys who understood the concept of the way you do anything is the way you do everything. You know, because you will give up on something now. It then become a pattern of you giving up on a lot of things, which that created a different mindset to me, in terms of when people came to discourage me as well. You know, because trading Forex back then, it was a norm. You know, no, it wasn't a norm. It was taboo.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to someone and say, "Ish, I'm a trader," they'll ask you, "Trading what? Chief? Are you a vendor? What are you doing?" But then my friends, family members, you know, people you also look up to, discouraging you, you know, in which, for me, the same mindset of the way you do anything is the way you do everything. If I give up and I let people have an opinion in my vision, I will never succeed. In which I wasn't doing it for them, I was now changing things for me, you know, because someone, if you open a door now, you don't know how many people are looking at entering on that door. When you open it and you enter, and a lot of people just keep on coming in, you know, in which that what really happened. And I started trading using a BlackBerry Q10, you know.
BBM.
Hey, Chief, you know when you feel you want to place a trade and then your phone just goes like this.
Yeah.
And you're like, yo, you want to close this trade, you know, and the NFPs were hard. You know, trading NFPs, you need to make sure you actually place trade now, you know, in which I started trading back in 2012, 2013, and then 2015 became hectic.
Yeah.
Then 2015 became hectic. And then beginning of 2015, I then became a mentor to a lot of traders, in which I worked for someone. It's fine if I just mention names, right?
Yeah, no.
That's what you hear, brother. This is a names platform.
Yeah. GFI, that's where I started, you know. Global Forex Institute, that's where I started. That's where I learned the basics of trading, a lot of things about trading, in which Sandile Shezi didn't just take me as a student. He also took me as a brother, you know, took me as a business partner, took me as a friend, you know, in which from there it really put me to where I am now. Even when people told me, you know what, whatever you're doing, just give up. And then he will ask, do you think you're doing the right thing? Are you making money? You know, what do you want? What do you need? You know, in things that people that are close to you that would never ask you. You know, most of us will go to depression and not tell anyone. We as gents, we will not tell anyone and no one will know. But it came a point where we became brothers, and he understood a lot of things about me, and I understood a lot of things about him. And yeah, the guidance and everything and the mentorship,
Yeah.
it took me to where I am now.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay. Question: you guys still brothers?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanna ask this question. So you started trading before you finished school.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know why I'm asking that? Because you know we have now entered into an era where people don't understand exactly where they're going and where they're coming from, and they're looking at people that are already doing it now, and they're like,
Sure.
You know, and I like the fact that you say that you're not one of those who say I quit school, because guys, you know, some of the things that we say, and I think one of the guests we had here said that some of the things that we have, because we have a powerful platform, which is the media platform that we have, and people look up to us.
Yeah.
And for you to say I quit, you understand, you're closing doors for other people. So I quit school and started making money. And that was your journey, you understand? That was your journey. You had to go through that. But it doesn't mean that you need to influence others to do that. I mean, some people can get their breakthrough through education. You can meet somebody. You met Sandile Shezi at that time, and you know there was a point of contact. You met somewhere. Some people generally meet people that will, you know, take them to their destiny in varsity.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so I think I like the fact that you're embracing the fact that you didn't just quit. You had a way of doing things, and here you are today. You know.
Yeah. So the man behind the scenes, basically. Sorry, the man behind the scenes. So what? No. Why I'm asking that is that like.
We're getting somewhere now.
Yeah, I am getting somewhere with this. So we're gonna take it just a little bit.
Yep.
No, is that you over the years you've seen a lot of things happen.
Yeah.
People come and go. Businesses get started and fail and whatnot, and like you kind of had like a front row seat to a lot of things. Yeah, so like let's go out because I want to go back to like because 2015, even like 2014 around that time, like I know there were a lot of traders who popped up, and I think that's when Forex kind of caught fire. This is when Forex, Forex man, you know, the cars, the whatnot. Yeah, so tell us about that period in your life right there.
Yo, you know, there's something that Vusimboy once said. It's in business, you must always strive to be the first generation of everything. You know, the first generation of technology, the first generation of everything, because as time goes on, you learn and you get to see a lot of things. You know, in which those are the days of Triple M. You know, those are the days of Kipi.
Yeah,
the days where network marketing was just coming up.
Yeah.
You know, and Forex wasn't known as Forex. When you tell someone about trading, immediately they think of Triple M. You know.
Yeah.
In which get rich schemes. You know. That's where everything started. Getting to see a lot of people at SEM Gold offices. You know. I met your Ref Wayne, I met your Justin, you know. And at that time, you'll see people sitting in a room trading, you know. And, you know, it was good, motivating, you know. And getting to see other people opening businesses and the businesses shutting down, which unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, in which what I've seen or learned from there is during that time, it was easier to take people's money. You know, it was easier to take people's money. It was easier to fake a lot of things. You know, in which I saw a lot of people taking other people's money, chow it, and they ran away. You know, in which most of them are nowhere to be seen now.
Yeah.
You know, and from there you get to learn what is really happening in the industry. Because at that time I wasn't just part of the industry, I was a trader.
Okay.
You know, the difference between being in the industry and also being a trader, you know. At that time I was just focusing on trading. You know, focusing on trading. Whatever money I get, I pump it up. Whatever money I get, I pump it up. I trade, you know. Then I got to enter in the industry. Then I got to see things, you know.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but also in a good way, you know. That there's a lot of money here.
Yeah, too much.
There's a lot of money here. Even if you are making 10,000 rand right now, if you see 500 rand on the floor,
yeah,
you definitely take it.
Yeah.
So people came in, wanted to learn. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to put it in a simple way, a lot of people opened businesses, did the wrong things. 3 years down the line, 2 years down the line, not even closed down,
Yeah.
ran away.
What were some of those wrong things?
Hey, Chief, taking people's money is number one.
Yeah.
Taking people's money is number one. In which that is the first one. You know, when someone put money in your account and said, please trade for me. Never.
Yeah.
And it's tempting, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really tempting.
Okay, in terms of any stories that you heard in terms of people taking money, what's the one that shook you the most?
Ish. I once sat with a good friend of mine. I think we were here in Joburg, and he opened his company, and people have already put money in his account, right? And he took all the money to, and he actually funded his account with all that money, right? And we were trading NFPs that day, and the whole account just went red. Just went red, Chief.
Okay.
You know the time when you have matching call, and then there was
How much are we talking about? Yeah.
serious money, Chief. Serious money. I can say above 1 million.
Okay.
You know, above 1 million, in which I saw it going down to 0.
Yeah.
And the biggest question I had in my head was, what are you gonna do now, Chief?
Yeah.
But if someone is in that situation, you shouldn't press on the pain.
Okay.
You know, you should just be a brother, be a friend, and like, hey, I've made money here. Can I take half and give it to you to bounce back?
Yeah.
And when you give someone money to bounce back, they take that money and they escape with that money. It's money for escape.
Okay. You know.
So
yeah.
that's one thing that shook me. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. You know, yeah, I hear you. People taking other people's money. So they give you money. But, you know, I know that in actual fact, I can't come and say, look, my name is MJ and give me money. Obviously, there must be a reward that I'm promising you.
100%.
So what are type of rewards that people were being promised out there to find themselves giving away money, giving it to the person who's going to trade on their behalf? And you're generally saying that, you know, somebody blowing. And when we're talking about NFP, we're talking of something that generally lasts for like an hour.
5 minutes.
Yeah, so it hits then.
It's 5
so
minutes.
you're basically saying that this person lost money in a short space of
In
time.
5 minutes.
And, you know, so talk about the rewards. Talk about the promises that are made there.
You know, let me start like this. Not every days are the same.
Yeah.
And you'll see people posting on Instagram, making profit. And they will come and promise you maybe 100% return, you know, 200% return, you know, 50% return, you know, in a short space of time.
Yeah.
You know, in which in their mind, I'm gonna make this with NFPs. I'm gonna make this with CPIs. I'm gonna make this with interest rates.
Yeah.
You know, in which at the same time, when NFPs come, the account is blown, you know, and you can't even pay yourself back.
Yeah.
And you can't pay people back. You know, in which that is one of the things where they promise people, you know, promising people a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, unrealistic returns in a short space of time.
Yeah.
Which even the banks don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, who do you think you are? You know, and most of all, you're not even licensed to do that. You know, which is the biggest downfall. Which that was the beginning of a bad name in our industry.
Yeah.
And then people started calling Forex trading a scam.
Yeah.
Interesting, eh? Because someone was asking me a question. Is it, he said, look, can you get 100% return on investment? And I said to him, well, it's possible, but let's not talk about the return. Let's talk about the time frame.
Yeah.
because I can generally give you your 100% return on investment in 15 years.
100 years.
Or in 100 years. So you understand? So now people have this thing that, okay, no, it's impossible. It's possible. The duration is what's important. We had a guest here who said he was holding a certain portfolio for 15 years. He bought Capitec shares. You understand? So he's been holding them for 15 years and he made more than 100%. You know, so duration, I also think it plays a huge role. But be careful when somebody says, give me 5,000 rand now and you get your return in 5 minutes. You're going to get your 5,000 rand. It's possible, but it's gambling.
I know. The first thing in the statement, just you're saying, my brother, MJ, is when someone says, give me your money. That's where a problem starts.
Exactly.
That's where a problem starts. Give me your money.
Give me your money.
That's where, even if it's 100 rand, gone.
Sure.
You know, it's gone. You never see it. You can just kiss your money goodbye.
And you'll be so. It's actually very rare to actually be in a position where a person actually gets their money back. It's rare. I have never heard from anyone saying, hey.
I've never, Chief.
I've never heard from anyone saying, I got my money back, actually.
Unless if it's a pump and dump scheme.
Okay.
Where it's a pyramid scheme.
Okay.
Where they know that they're not making your returns on trading itself. But they're going to take someone's deposits and then they give it to you.
What's up, Tokfel?
It's something like that. So they know that the first few people, generally like what happened to QZ.
And same with Triple M.
It's the same thing. They pay those that come in first. It's first in, first out system. The ones that come in now, they're gonna get paid because they need to attract more. Because they'll say, "Look, I got an email. Look at my bank account. The money doubled.
Look at the man.
The money is there.
Look at the cars.
Look at the cars."
And I think people have just been treating Forex like some sort of a Ponzi scheme for a very long time. And I think that's where now it kind of got closely associated as a scam right now. Because essentially it's like, let's put money here, whatnot. And you tell the next person that, hey, I
made money from that guy made me money. You know? In which we believe in results. You know, we believe in results. This makes me remind me of some of my friends back then. They would say, "You say you are trading. Where's the money?" where is the money? But you know, a lot of people don't understand that there's a process. You know, and within the process, there'll come a time where they will say, "Ish, hey, Lakhe, where are you? It's too late, Chief. I'm no more in Durban now. I've moved on. I've made the money you wanted me to make. But the thing is, if I've now made money, I can't be in contact with you." You know, automatically. It's not just that I paramis or anything. It happened automatically because if we speak as friends and say, you know what, by December can you go to Dubai? I can afford, and someone says I can't afford, automatically Zosala. Zosala, I go to Dubai, I miss new friends. You know, and then you see me with other friends, and that's how people start saying, "Ish, spamanu shinchil." It's not anything shinchil. Affordability is a fun.
No, that's interesting.
And that's true. You know, I remember I sat down with Langa. I know you know Langa FX. Yamazula, you should know Langa.
Is it from KZN as well?
No, but anyway, I once said I interviewed with him, and he actually spoke about that thing that you're speaking about right now. With understanding that he had friends, they were making money, and he wasn't making money. So he held it. He didn't hold it against them. Because y'all are making money, it's fine. Now it's time for me to go get mine. And understanding that there's different levels to this thing, and so many times that you'll find that your friend is making more money. It's just that you're.
But it can also happen on the other side. I mean, they can leave you. They leave you there in Guamash and they're in Dubai. And you understand? But now I have this perception about money, that money doesn't really change you. it reveals who you really are.
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
so
know,
true.
you've always been a classy person. The thing is, you're an under budget.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? But once it's there, it's gonna reveal you that whether you're always a top notch,
Yeah.
but it's just that the circumstance was not allowing you. So
you know more going to ShopRite to buy your cosmetics.
yeah, sure.
You know, go to Body Shop. You know, go to your Lash and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
It's not just that we're poor. It's a pocket.
Pocket,
You know,
yeah.
and money speaks, gents.
Sure.
Money speaks. Money speaks. When you have money and you go past a shop and you see something you like,
Yes.
and money says, "Hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, I'm here. Don't pass, but I'm here."
Yeah.
You know, but ish, the what money can do, it can move you from one location to another.
Yeah.
From one person to another, from a different walk to another walk. You know, different dress code to another dress code. You know, the way you eat, as I said earlier on.
But money, it's important, especially as traders, and I continue to say this. We actually, I don't know when this episode's going to drop. The one of the two, we're having a tech specialist come onto the show.
Yeah.
Actually, like she's coming to,
Pay tax.
Yeah. No, she's a tech specialist. She's coming to talk about it right now because she also deals with the traders and whatnot, so she understands. Because a lot of our viewers have been asking her, "Hey guys, we need tax. We need someone to come talk about tax." But I'm not going to the tax part. What I'm going at is to the money part, because money comes in right now, especially as traders, you know, imali yangena and then whatnot. And then essentially what we see over the years is like patterns that, over and over and over and over again.
Sure.
You watch, okay, this one made money, and then a few years later,
Aye, that's
but and whatnot. And what you're saying right now is that when you have money, it speaks. When you see something, you buy it and whatnot. And the money is coming into an account of a trader, and you find that there's young guys out here who are now getting a taste of making a 5-figure withdrawal, 10,000 rand there, landing in the account, someone's salary landing in the account within a day and whatnot. And now they feel entitled to that right now. You're going to, okay, no, I'm going to go and buy whatever it is I want to buy. Your 10 is
50,000.
Yeah, no, Mr. Price.
Yeah.
I must walk into the Nike shop.
Now
I made a withdrawal of 100K now.
Sure.
Now I must walk into Gucci.
Sure.
You understand? So but what are some of the things you've seen where you felt like people were just being dumb with money? Because essentially when you don't respect money, money will leave you, will not be there. But you have seen guys in the industry who have come, made their money, and
yeah. I've also been part of those people as well, you know. But what I can say is I don't blame them. Right, as I said earlier on, is the way we're raised differently, you know. And after blowing money, you then realize, I need to then sit down, you know, and revalue myself and look at my priorities, you know, in which it's good to have a mentor in life. You can have a mentor in trading, you can have a mentor in life for anything, a spiritual mentor. You know, it's very important, and I know most of us will look at that lightly, but it's very important. You know, when you say, you know what, I'm about to make a lot of money, and then speak to your mentor, and they'll say, you know what, I'm so pop, relax, you're still young, you know, you're still young, just relax, go and play golf, think back, don't buy it, just look at 3 months later, maybe 3 months later, if you still want it, go and buy it. You know, and you realize that 3 months later I would have just wasted my money, you know, in which I then got to understand how to handle money, you know, and how to ignore it when it speaks. How to ignore it when it speaks. And I've learned a long time ago, when money enters, it gosh.
What
is Kosha, by the way? How do you chase it?
No, not chasing it chasing it out in a bad way, but I'm saying it's as it enters, you have a friend of yours that has a dream, and you know very well that they are good at what they're doing. Why don't you take that 100K and say, Chief, I want to take off your company. Let me buy you equipment. Whatever money we make, it's ours. So you're not only growing alone, you're now growing with all your friends, with everyone around you, in which that becomes a long relationship, and you end up making money in different ways. I'll be broken, Jay. It's like Nqobile broke. In which you start now diversifying your portfolio and start to see it's okay. No, I know how to trade. Let me stick on trading. This one knows how to do what they're doing. Let them do what they're doing. I'm just gonna pump in money. It's very important to actually do that. But one of the most discouraging things that all of us know is people who are close to you, they'll never believe in you. Never. You will try 10,000 times. Never.
And actually, if you do have people who are close to you and believe in you, that is considered that's
that's
a privilege.
blessing.
That's a privilege.
Yeah,
that is a privilege.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, coming to think of it, I kind of like the idea, but I also think that when we get into ideas of now leveraging on our business, getting a friend and say, look, I've got this much I can put in and we are partners. I think it's important also to get into contractual agreements because friendship doesn't work out in business.
100%.
Because after 2 years, you're like, but yeah, marum pincha,
pincha broke, man.
Yeah, that's it. And I think also it goes back as well as because I know I've got sisters that we normally borrow one another money. We get into a contractual agreement.
Oh yeah.
We don't play like that. Blood, no blood. Because at the end of the day, we want to protect what we have.
100%.
Yeah, I don't want that when my kids now, I know that I'm owing you. My kids are like, I want to go to Kgasi's place to go for a swim. And like, you can't go there because we fought over money. You understand? So I think it's always important that we as business people, we understand the dynamics of contractual capacity. Get into a contract. This is your duty. This is my duty, and this is what we do.
100%.
But if we're running a business together, obviously, I didn't find you with a business. You didn't find me a business, but we start up a business together. As we grow, we are going to be led, into different contractual agreements and getting advice and all that. Because I know people that basically fought over taxation.
There's a lot, Chief.
Yeah, they fight.
There's a lot of people.
They fight.
And I think this would save so many. This would have actually saved so many people who are rendering services within the industry. Actually having contractual agreements with clients.
Yeah,
like having, and that also goes back to accountability because like a lot of people don't really have proper accountability because they always feel like, okay, now I'm giving you a service, whatnot. And in terms of conditions, terms of use, we have that on Instagram, we have that on social media platforms, on YouTube and whatnot. There's a whole thing right there that, hey, if they do this to you, you can hold them accountable.
You can do this.
And I think a lot of business people or a lot of guys rendering services, that is where I think, for me personally, I think now the downfall of like mentors becoming all that they were supposed to be, they kind of they'll never reach there.
We haven't, even at all. We haven't tried.
They will never reach there because like of the lack of professionalism, because we don't do business the way we're supposed to do business.
It's a hobby.
Yeah. I think it also goes back to brand awareness. Okay. Some people are more popular than their businesses. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed.
Sharp.
They're well known more than their businesses. If you go on their Instagram, they've got 100,000 followers. Their business is 1,000.
Yeah.
The important question is: do you know the CEO of Nedbank?
Yeah. Obviously not. Obviously not.
Yeah.
But you know
exactly.
Nedbank.
But you know Nedbank. But the guy is eating out of Nedbank. So we are more like artists.
𝐋𝐚𝐤𝐡𝐞 man. Top trader SA, top trader SA.
Yeah, but let's talk about top trader SA. I mean, you look at the likes of your personal page and the likes of the company.
Yeah.
So your brand is more famous than you.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's the purpose of business.
Exactly.
The more you are famous more than your business. And Instagram is just an example.
Yeah.
But people generally promote themselves more than their businesses. And goes back again to defamation of character.
Okay.
If they speak bad against your service, is it directed to you or is it directed to your business?
It should be business.
It should be business, because if it's directed to your business, you're off the hook.
Yeah.
And it goes back to what you were saying, my brother, about having a budget for this. Because some companies, they've got a budget for bad publicity.
Chief.
Serious budget.
There are companies who have millions saved up.
Yeah, for
Just
rainy
in
days, as you
case.
say. Yeah, bad publicity. They know that
Just
here
in
we need to
case.
fix. But if the brand is about you, consultation fees, brother. Just to sit down with the lawyer, because generally lawyers, you pay them for their time. Just to
Exactly.
sit down.
100%.
Some they will even charge you for consultation over the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To say you want to set up 1, 2, 3, it's 2,500 to sit down with the counsel, which is the lawyer.
Yeah.
It's another 10,000, and you have not even started talking about the case.
Heavens.
Yeah, before they say what's your problem, you have already paid. You understand? And they can simply say, but this one I don't think I can take up this case. I will refer you to someone else.
And money's gone.
Money's already
Yeah,
gone.
that's
You
true.
know, so I think it's important as well to try to figure out what's more important: the publicity that comes to me as an individual, or my brand.
Yeah.
And you always be safe if you promote the brand more than yourself.
Yeah, that's true. So what has been the biggest downfall of traders over the years, or some of the biggest downfalls of traders? We've already mentioned taking money from people. Yeah, we've got that one. Now, what are some of the other ones that have killed traders over the years? Not killed as in like killed, guys. Next thing, I'm being accused of 𝐋𝐚𝐤𝐻𝐚.
Yes. By the way, before you jump in, my brother, we've got Bishop there.
Yeah.
Bishop is our ghost bishop. And don't worry, he can be asking you some questions.
Hallelujah.
Hosai the NDA, so you guys don't know who he is. You'll never know who he is.
Yeah, no,
I'm joking.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let me start here. As someone who's been on the industry, there is this. I'm not gonna say it's a lie. We have this much information that we take. Then after taking this much information, we open companies with this much information, and we mentor people with this information, right? And we end up having people who really don't know what's really happening in the industry. Yeah. In simple terms, I was in a conference, right? And they asked, can you define what trading is? Most of us will say buying and selling of currencies. So the question would be how, where, So I don't have any currency now. So how do I start? In which that is the far most important thing, which is the basics of basics, understanding before we even get to a chart. Before we can even speak about really what is trading, we first speak about what are we really doing in life in general. That's trading. Everything we do, it's trading. In high school we learned about the primary market and secondary market. What is the primary market, the secondary market, and the tertiary market? In which that's the foundation of everything. Because if you are trading, we need to understand what is happening in the primary market first, for us to speak about buying and selling of currencies. If we speak about, let me just dive straight to it, right? So there are different markets, right? The primary market is the market we use to every day. You go to a shop, you buy something, you hold it physical, right? And if we say, for example, I go and I want to go and buy a brand new BMW. What you have to understand is in every market, there's a willing buyer and there's a willing seller. I can't just go and buy in something that somebody's not even selling, right? So within that, I can be a willing buyer. The dealership can be a willing seller. But what is more important is something in the middle, which is the contract, the price value of this car. Now, if I buy in the primary market, I don't care about the price value. I want the car. And if I buy that car, we all know, that means I drive this car out of a dealership, what's going to happen to it?
Depreciation.
It depreciates, right?
Yeah.
Which means already we know what's going to happen in the market. Why do I have to go to the chart? I can simply just take this contract of a 1 million rand and start selling the movement. What is going to drop? We know, right? So that is just on the primary market. But when you're looking at the secondary market now, we don't care about the car and Lakhe. We care about these contracts now. Let's take this contract to the secondary market, which now we're looking at the price value of that car, which is what we're trading. So the movement value, it's what me and you are buying every day. That's what we are doing. If I sell, basically I'm saying I want the market price to come down. Per movement the market goes down, I'm making something. If I buy and the price value goes up, I'm making something per movement. Which is why in the primary market, I can enter with 1 million, it's a fixed price. But in the secondary market, it's not fixed. I can go to NASDAQ, I can enter with 50 cents, you can enter with 5 rand, But it then differs because we're now on the secondary market, we're not buying the actual car, we're now buying the movement value of this car, which are pips. Which a lot of people don't know that information. It then takes us to what is really happening every day in order for us to understand the movement value of what is happening all over. In the stock market, in the Forex market, in the crypto market, in the index market, in all these different markets, And the biggest example, which was the second best year to trade was 2020. Lockdown. When we were about to go to lockdown, shutdown, we knew very well what's going to happen to companies. We knew if we go to lockdown, what's going to happen to Meta, what's going to happen to Netflix, what's going to happen to NASDAQ, in which one should have just sat down and said, okay, this is where NASDAQ is. Let me buy the movement because then the value of NASDAQ is going to go up before lockdown. And that's how we should have made money, in which all of us, we should be millionaires by now. It's just that most of us don't know that information.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't even need to open a chart. And that's where things start going wrong. Because the picture we have painted out there is, in order for you to trade, open the chart. In order for you to make money in trading, here's a chart. And the biggest example is, remember when Meta went offline for 6 hours?
Yeah.
You remember? Yeah. It had nothing to do with Vodacom, it had nothing to do with MTN. But the minute it went offline, all of us went and bought more airtime to buy more data. What happened to their price value? It went up. We had looting. What is happening? It's winter now. Right? It's winter. Who's making money? Who's losing money? Who's about to go down? So the price of coffee is up there. What should we do with coffee now? As looking at it in the secondary market now, that's trading. And it's what created a lot of things in the industry. When people say trading is a scam, it's because they don't really have the information. What is trading really? Because when someone says, explain it to me in grade R terms, for example, if I say, let me invest in your podcast, for example, right, in the secondary market, and I would say, per every viewer, I make money from that, right? So the only thing I do now is to analyze, if you guys bring so and so, what's going to happen to viewers? Let me buy early. That's trading. In simplest terms. And that's where I think a lot of things started. This information, people are now giving people this information. And it then became a problem when you ask even mentors, what is trading, they will give you one and the same thing. Because when you ask what is Forex, they will say it stands for foreign exchange. Go and Google what foreign exchange means. It means buying and selling of goods and services from one country to another. It says nothing about currencies. Where does currencies come in then?
Okay. You spoke about looting. Is it the July arrest?
Like it's coming through in Ndugu, man.
Yeah, no.
He's like, keep talking.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You didn't ask yourself, okay, where does currencies come in? Then you sit down and then, okay, sharp. You didn't understand that bad news fly faster.
Yeah.
Or news fly faster. Nicknames fly faster. We know people's nicknames. We don't know the actual name. I know Black Coffee. Do you know his name?
Nah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at Forex,
Natty. That's his name. Yeah. I know. It's Natty. The Black Coffee's name is Natty.
so you see now the main thing, which is him, you don't know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you then come to a point where you understand, okay, how do we come about calling this thing Forex? Okay, let's look at foreign exchange. Lakhe will go to the US. He sells his services. They give him his dollars. He comes back to SA. When I'm here in SA, I cannot use my dollars.
Yeah.
But already I'm done with foreign exchange. I've sold my services and they've paid me. That's done and dusted. But now, when I go and exchange, I will go to a bank or go to a bureau. And there's a line there. There's Enquires, there's whatever, and there's Forex.
Yeah.
When you enter on the Forex line, you want to exchange currencies. And then when you're standing there, what is this line for? This line is for Forex traders. That's how it came about.
Yeah.
Then Forex traders, Forex trading. Then they call us Forex traders. Even if you're trading Nasdaq, they'll call you Forex traders. Two different things.
Yeah.
And
I've actually kind of tried to refrain away from calling people Forex traders. I've gone to a point of like, hey, this person is a trader.
Yeah.
Market analyst.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and so is a market analyst.
Okay, guys, you are now called market analysts. if you don't want people to look down on you by saying you're a forex trader, you are now a market analyst.
So we are no longer we should be top market analysts.
Executive.
I said top traders.
We need to change the name, by the way. I'm quite fascinated by the fact that you're mentioning the looting. And I'm sure you're talking about the July unrest
100%.
that we had. Was it last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2021.
Fundamentally, you are bound to be right if you dump the ZAR. I know I made a lot of money with the looting. I don't want to lie. I just woke up in the morning and they will say South Africa is panic. So obviously I know it's generally going to cause a panic. And people are obviously going to, when people panic, they do things that they shouldn't be doing. Yeah. So, 100%. I bought they used the against the ZAR and I just left it the way it is. I said, what I'm going to do, and I agree with you, would say at times you don't need to watch the charts. I just went in, I didn't even look at the bidding price. Yeah. Just went in and said, watched ENCA the whole day.
Done.
Then just watch.
Done.
The more it bends, the more you know it's bending. Then the
carry on looting, carry on.
Exactly, and I like that because people make money when others are losing money. So as much as the economy was collapsing, some of us were making money.
100%.
COVID-19, we're buying gold.
Yeah.
Why panic? Again, people knew that, okay, fine, there's no movement. How are you going to utilize your currency? The money that you have in your pocket, you can't buy.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting at home, so you won't do nothing with your money. So what people do when to buy in gold, to have something in assets. Just buy gold and leave it the way it is.
Gold and Bitcoin.
Yeah, even look at what happened with Bitcoin. So to be a trader, I agree with you. Don't really need to be.
And also, there's this one important thing that I think traders should correct, which is to say this doesn't work. If I come to you, for example, and I come and I say, I use price action. And you say, nah, price action don't work.
Yeah.
Use smart money.
And bothata gore ke bona bao ba smart money ba papile.
They're not really that smart. The smart money guys are not really that smart.
They came like, hey, they
From nowhere.
They God's gift to men. Yeah, it's
From
like
nowhere, guys. Smart money. Back then it was market maker. Yeah. Then it moved from market maker now it's smart money and other blocks.
I wouldn't say things, but hey, it's one of those things when you call yourself a mentor that you need to sit down and then re-evaluate. If someone comes to me and says, "Okay, I use indicators," I can't say to that person, "Nah, you're bad. Use this." Now I'm not being a mentor. I'm being an educator.
okay.
Because there's a difference between mentorship and also education.
Yeah.
If I become a mentor, you come with that thing, we correct it. You come with whatever, we correct it. If I say it doesn't work, and then I give you my thing, it doesn't work, then you give up.
Yeah.
But you see me making money,
Yeah.
but you give up. Someone else comes in again, doesn't work. Indicators don't work. Have you used them? First of all, do you know them? Do you know which is a leading indicator, which is a lagging indicator, which indicator gives you an entry point? Out of all these 2,000 indicators that are out there, can you put them in different boxes? And you find that someone doesn't know, which is one of the major problems as well, in which you then now need to educate educators and mentors. In which for the past 4 years I've been doing that.
Okay, educating mentors and mentoring mentors.
Okay, can I ask something? Maybe I don't understand this. What's this obsession with people wanting to be mentors? Like,
First of all, trading is boring. I can't stay on the chart the whole day. I'm gonna watch Netflix. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna do whatever. Let's introduce scalping, and then people started scalping instead of sitting the whole day. Let me just blow, fund again. But as I said earlier on, you'll find that people want to learn, right? And you will charge them because of your time. You'll find that you want to make more money. As I said, if you see 500 rand lying on the floor, you won't just say, I've got 10,000.
yeah.
You will take it, you will teach someone, and then it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows. And then other people will see you mentoring people. They say, how much are you making for mentorship? Pay me as well. Let me charge people there. 1,000, 10,000, depending.
Yeah.
And then it gets to a point where people are no more trading. They're now becoming mentors instead of traders first before mentors. In which out there we have a lot of mentors who don't trade.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of guys coming here and speaking about that, which is very important. Your demo accounts, posting those demo accounts, posting your test accounts.
The way he says that, he sounds like a man with a story or two.
Yeah.
Tell us.
No,
And he wants to tell us, but he doesn't want to tell us. Yeah.
I've had brokers approaching me. No, you know what? You know what, Lakhe,
With accent.
Yeah. We're gonna give you a test account with everything. You put it out there. Put out there, people will believe you. The only thing you must do, let them fund, and they must blow. And you're like, hey, what are you saying, Chief? I'm like, guy, no, it's business. look at this. They blow, we make money, you make money, we buy you a car, we pay for an apartment. I was like, I ain't gonna get you.
Yeah.
I can't do that because I don't know the person behind that account. They work so hard to get that money.
Yeah.
You know, they work really hard to get 1,000 rand.
And I think people really, but I must, malahlekele yilento le ubuntu, not ubuntu, but yeah, they've got spinned, guys. They've got spinned, a lot of spinned guts. No, because like you said, people don't care anymore. They don't care about the next person who's trying to get out of poverty. Because right now, when you're in a different place right now you just think, and I really feel like mentors, especially the guys who are taking these kind of deals, I don't know, like it's like they've lost that sense of humanity, that thing, or like, you know, I just don't care, I just want money. I understand it's only money that we want.
But only money.
But to what length are we willing to go, really?
The thing is, you're not trading.
Yeah.
If you're not trading, you get to a point where you say, it's only money I want.
Yeah.
You know, and the broker will give you a deal, then you agree.
Okay.
And you agree. Say, let them come.
I fully win. It's what blow. But I also think it goes back to how you were raised, man. I think it plays some part to look at where you are coming from and all that, to have a conscious mind to say what I'm doing. Because you know what you're saying, that you grew up in a place where it's normal to hear a gunshot. So when you arrive here, the gunshots, you're like, why are you running away? you understand?
Like, boom, 4 o'clock, and then you're like,
you are used to it. You know, some people some people are growing up in a space. Yes, some people are growing up in a space where people are being scammed. People, you know, it's normal to be a thief.
Yeah.
It's normal. And you know, to add on that, I had somebody that I was doing business with, and after doing my background research, after 2 years, I realized that this guy actually was a professional thief. You understand? The way in which he was making money was unlawful.
Yeah.
But I realized later, because I was always asking myself, when we meet with clients, if we say we're going to meet with a client, the guy will say, yeah, let's do it. We have to close the deal. But once the client pays, he's gone. It's like easy. He likes money coming in and he's gone. And after some years, he's like, but tell me something. Man, our business is not doing that well. But when you're always, man, you're not going down. You know, when somebody is having something that is coming. You are gaining weight. Some of us are losing weight.
We are flowing.
When you are flowing, and I'm with you in this business, we are not making money. But when you are growing, and I don't understand, it's like, no, let me confess. I've stopped doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
Now I spoke to my wife and I wanted to get into the right things. So I wanted to start a business. So the money that you see is the money that I made unlawfully back then. So I was like, it answers the question why this guy wants quick money.
Yeah.
Because when I asked him what was your scam and he explained to me, it was a quick cash. You meet with somebody, he gives you money now. But when it came to business, he didn't understand that money comes through a process.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So such kind of a person...
After 2 years.
Yeah. After 2 years, you can imagine. So it sometimes answers your question to say, some people don't have the conscious mind. They were in an environment where they were doing it back then. Sure. Now they are doing it in a more corporate side. It's a corporate scam. You understand what I mean? So they won't have that thing because it's already here. It's like some people that goes to jail and come back into their real life, and then they go back. They're like, but that's what we know. You understand what I mean? So
and then they will tell you, hey, chief, jail is nice.
Exactly. You don't pay
nice
rent.
Inside.
You don't pay rent, you get a free meal. You can't say no to that. You know?
Sure.
The things we come across here, chief, they're mind-blowing. They're mind-blowing. You know? We've seen a lot.
Yeah, but you got to tell us what you want to know.
The lot.
Because the viewers want to know. Lakhe. And like, what are you talking about,
Yeah,
brother?
yeah.
What are you talking about?
Okay, first things first, guys. Yo.
Yeah.
How many fake accounts do you have?
Fake accounts.
Fake accounts.
I mean, I know
On Instagram.
The company has quite a lot actually. Yeah, Top Trader says quite a lot. I've got a few on TikTok. There's probably plus 60 fake accounts of Top Trader say.
But
Yeah,
okay,
I
so
know.
the question is, how many fake accounts do you have? But they are not yours, Mus.
Yeah.
Oh, how
But
many?
then-
How many accounts were that?
Okay,
made?
let me put in your name or in the company's name.
I don't like it.
Oh,
Okay.
There's a lot, eh?
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
So here's the first thing that happened. Those 60 people are asking money from other people.
Yeah,
And those people pay.
yeah.
Who will those people come for?
Me.
Problem number one.
Yeah,
And those people will come cunning.
yeah, 100%.
Come cunning. I remember at one time there was about 113 Lakhe Mvuyana on Instagram. I'm like, yeah. And then someone will say, give me my money. I'm like, who are you? And then someone will say, I paid you 100K to trade for me, or you give 100K on Friday, it's 1 million something. I'm like, hey, sis, show me proof. I once went to court for that. Then, easy case. I was just chilling there. I'm like, okay, here's my account, here's my Facebook, here's my bank. Did you speak to this account? No. Do you speak to this WhatsApp number? No. Do you speak to this Instagram page? No. You put money here? No. Why are you saying it's me then? Like, yeah, Lakhe Mvuyana, it's your pictures. Okay, sharp. What's your name? I opened a fake account in front of everyone. The person's fake account. Open it. After opening it, I sent myself a message. Then I took my phone. I said, why are you scamming me? And they said, I didn't scam you. You open an account. Same thing happened to you. Someone opened an account calling himself Lakhe Mvuyana _1, _2, whatever, and they scammed you. So it's not my case. I think that is the first thing we need to look at, which I think it has to do with Meta. They have to really look at that,
Yeah, 100%.
Facebook, Instagram, also TikTok,
Yeah.
That's one thing I've seen happening, And number two, scams. Yes. Okay, I've mentioned the one, eh?
Yeah.
Never give anyone money
Yeah.
Yeah.
to trade for you. And number three will be brokers. Be aware of brokers. Don't just choose any broker. Let me say this to camera. Don't just choose any broker,
Yeah.
Look at your big brokers. They are there. They're there. I think down here you have XM, right?
Even behind you.
Even behind you.
Yeah.
They are brokers, which you can trust. You can investigate as well,
Yeah, that's true.
Don't just jump to a broker, There's a lot of them out there that are gunning for your money, and they want it.
Yeah, let's talk about the local broker situation that we have right now.
There's no local broker, Chief. There's no local broker.
What do you mean there's no local broker?
Those are just companies.
So are you telling me that every South African broker we see out there, are you saying that all white labeled?
I haven't investigated all of them.
Okay.
I know most of them are actually white labeled. Most of them. I won't mention names. I won't mention names of any broker. But we know you. We see you. Yeah. I think what I can say to the masses is be aware of those brokers.
Yeah.
There'll come a time where we trade NFPs and the platform will just freeze. and it would freeze. Last year I was sitting in a trading floor with most of our clients, and we had trades running. If you look at if you look at your USD try, where it is now, your Turkish lira, where it is now, most of my clients bought at the bottom. The system was changed.
Okay.
So, in other words, that trades don't exist at all. In which right now we might be speaking about new houses, new cars being bought with a lot size of 0.01.
Yeah.
You know, there are brokers do. If they see, okay, you're gonna make more money than us. You know what we have? Nah, man, we can't take that. Let's block these guys. In which most of the brokers have blocked me now because of the trading floors that I'll have. Most of my clients know very well. There's something I call Heist. They know. Heist. When you say today we are heisting, they know it's we analyze proper, fundamental, sentiment, technical, find all the confluence, everything, different strategies. If we all agree, Heist. You know, we make money until certain brokers know about Heist. Then they were like, Ish, you and your clients, no. You know, yeah. That's number 3, which is brokers. And I think number 4 would be never buy the lifestyle. Never buy the lifestyle. Buy the product. Yes, the product gives you the lifestyle, but check the product first. You know, ask questions. Ask questions. There are free things that people pay for. They are for free. That people pay for.
Yeah.
You know, ask questions. Ask a lot of questions. A lot of questions. Until you're now certain that, okay, I'm fine. I can now pay this guy. I can pay that guy. I can pay that lady. I can pay so on and so. And then I think the other one, which is, I think you mentioned it, crowdfunding. Was you?
Yeah.
The crowdfunding one. Yo, I've seen monies go crowdfunding, which I think people need to be aware of as well. But the minute it lands on a bank account, it's also going to land on Konka's account.
And it's all Konka if it's.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got a question. Man. I hope this one is. And let me just be direct. You know, let me just be genau. Yeah, it's almost time. It's almost time.
I know, cool.
Yeah, you know. Obviously we have the whole thing with Sandile Shezi and whatnot. He's been in the newspapers and things like that. My question is, did the hit the fan? Did it? I need to ask that part. Did it ever hit the fan? Because seemingly you have a long-standing working relationship with him, but I believe it goes more than just a working relationship. But my question is did the dude hit the fan? But I think essentially, let's just start there.
I think on the first article, my phone was busy.
Yeah.
You know, my phone was busy. You know, because a lot of people know Utish. This guy is associated with Sandile, you know, and came buzzing to a point of even if you're sleeping, ding, 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 you know, which is just crazy, you know. it was very crazy, in which I understood that it's none of my business. So I shouldn't make it my business at any given point, because the minute I make it my business, I'm part of it.
Yeah.
You know, if it's true or not, as I always tell people, if the matter is in court, let it be. In which I know quite a number of them that failed in court. They failed in court, because as I said earlier on, most of them you see people coming at the office, but it's a fake account. The first one in which he actually came public with, which he actually mentioned on the interview as well. We understand what's happening. Attack, in which we saw flames, Baba. We saw flames, Chief.
Yeah.
But during that point, I then understood the power of media. The power of media. How you can go and write something, whether it's true or not, it's gonna blow. It's gonna blow. In which, in my case, I then took it as a point out. The minute they say, and Lakhe Mvuyana, then I enter.
Yeah.
But they kept on saying Sandile or whatever.
Yeah.
In which that had nothing to do with me. And my question I would ask, did you see my name there? Why are you asking me then?
Yeah.
And then say, he's your partner, he's your friend. You guys work together. I'm like, yeah. At that time, maybe he's busy at the office. I'm busy there as well. Maybe I'm in Cape Town, he's in Durban. So, I'm getting happy.
Are you still part of, were you ever part of iTrade Forex Life?
Yeah. I left iTrade last year, November, in which I was the CEO of iTrade at that time. I left last year, and then went to Dunamis FX, which is now my current company that I'm pushing, which we focus mainly on one-on-one.
Okay.
This is our main focus. But I actually left iTrade. We sat down with the chairman himself, Sandile, last year. Told him, Chief, I'm leaving. We sat down, we were cool, we ate meat, and then we call it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that, man. When people are venturing out or expanding, at times it's always related to, they fought.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And I think there's nothing wrong at times that if...
Yeah. So to actually jump in there, my leader, is leaders create other leaders.
Sure, 100%.
For me, I normally say I am where I am because that guy created a leader in me.
Okay.
There are things that I couldn't see, and then he will force. He will call me at 3 a.m. Like, hey, wake up, Bab. 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5. You're not done. You are the CEO, Bab. Yeah, bro. When someone say your status, like, hey, you are the CEO, Bab. What's happening? And bigs up to Sandile, wherever he is. And I'm really grateful, in meeting him and becoming part of business. He's a brother, a mentor as well, in which I've learned a lot that some of you guys don't know. I think most of people don't know about him, in which, yeah, with a smile.
I like that with a smile. Because some people, they always ask us, because we are in the podcasting space, and say, what do you think about this?
Yeah.
You understand? And it makes it difficult for us to answer that. That's why we allow people to come on the platform and say it for themselves. And with respect to you, sir, I think we always spoke about it, me and him, to say, look, people want to know, and we can always get Sandile here to answer those questions for
100%.
himself if he wants to talk about it.
100%.
You know?
100%.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, sure. Full disclaimer there.
It has nothing to do with me. I'm Lakhe Mvuyana.
Yeah.
I'm Lakhe Mvuyana. But in saying this is, I'm one of the guys who can stand up and say, this guy made me.
Okay.
You know, I know of a few, but you know, most of us we don't like spotlights. You know, but I can stand with my foot and say, hey, I am now where I am. This guy.
Yeah.
You know, I know how to play golf now. This guy. You know, I've traveled to a lot of countries. I'm at my second passport now. This guy.
Okay.
I've lived in that place, in that place, in that place, in that place. This guy. I've made so much. This guy. I've learned so much. This guy. You know, in which sometimes you need to sit down and think of how many good things have you guys done together, and how many good things has this person contributed to your life, and then you focus on that one bad thing. Not okay. You're like, it's one of those things. Yes, we'll have those arguments, but not bad ones, you know. But, you know, it was good. It was good.
Bishop, we've been quiet. What's happening?
Very interesting. Very interesting, conversation. I'm enjoying, every bit of it. But just to check with you again on the issue of Sandile, because some people have accused him of not even being able of trading. It's just kind of one of those guys who are call themselves traders, but is not a real trader. What's your take on that? After having such a long relationship with him.
I can say this. We have trading floors, right? We had trading floors that even I trade as well. He'll be the one who will handle most of them. Having 300 people on a webinar and we are placing trades together. Me, he can trade. I've seen him trade. I've seen him making money. I've seen him withdrawing money. How would you think someone will pay for all of these lawyers? Yeah. So to answer your question, yes, he is trading. But one thing we have to really understand is not all of us are scalpers. Yeah. Not all of us are swing traders. Not all of us are intraday traders. You know, he would place one trade, hold it for 2 weeks, come back with a lot of money, and be like, it pays to wait, Chief. And makes money. Because I think the industry wants to see you trade every day. I think people on Instagram want to see you trade every day.
That's true.
You know, me, I'm the kind of person that would place a trade and hold it for a couple of months. You know, hold it for a couple of months, and then I come back 4 months, 5 months later, and I say, you remember?
Okay, another one. On the issue of fake accounts, have you ever encountered a situation where the so-called traders, purposefully creating a fake account, with the aim of just, scamming people? Have you encountered?
No. I've never seen. Let me put it that way. Yeah. I've never seen anyone.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone. I'm thinking of that energy of opening a fake account.
It's a lot.
You don't know how much admin it goes to speaking to people on Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, Chief. Someone will say, hey, how? What's next?
Yeah.
Yeah. It takes a lot of time speaking to people. So I don't think there's someone who's busy who's gonna try and open those fake accounts and start scamming other people.
Yeah, that's true.
And second thing, where are you gonna make people pay?
Bitcoin.
Hey, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Hey, some people don't know Bitcoin, eh?
Yeah, that's true.
Some people don't know Bitcoin. A lot of people lost money in 2017,
Yeah.
December,
Yeah.
coming to 2018.
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Because of information. People are told the wrong information. And they lost houses and stuff, which is sad.
Yeah, very sad. Yeah, so let me check the room first. How's everyone doing? Any other questions on this matter?
But even the technical team. VJ, you've got some questions there? You look like you have a question, VJ.
A hot one.
A hot one, yeah.
I can shoot.
So what I'm basically understanding is that regardless of everything, the publicity and everything, you still stand with Sandile.
100%.
Okay.
100%. I'm saying this because I've seen. There's something I posted, I think, days back. There's a client who actually sends me a WhatsApp saying, Forex trading saved my life.
Yeah.
Getting that message alone, it tells you that, you know what, at any given time, if someone gives me a call and say, Lakhe, can you mentor me? I don't know what you're going through. I don't know why you need so much money. And this client just said, Lakhe, you saved my life. Seeing that, it then told me, to know what, whoever is hustling out there, trying to mentor people and mentoring them in the right way, bigs up.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you are saving a life.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's true. That is so true.
100%, and I think it's all about gambling, man. You know, someone says Forex is a gamble. It's all gambling. What is not gambling today? For the fact that you're sitting down there, you don't know the creator of that chair. You're gambling. Because what makes you think that it's going to hold you for an hour? There's no business without a gamble, guys. For the fact that you enter into a relationship with someone that you are not born with,
Yeah.
and you calling this person your wife. You are gambling, man. What makes you think when you're sleeping at night you shouldn't take a knife and stab you? It's a gamble at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this whole thing that Forex is gamble, guys, life is all about a gamble.
Yeah.
We are where we are today because we gambled. Before we started walking, you know, we were just limping and we were gambling, you know?
100%. No.
Yeah.
Lucky. Oh, yeah.
The issue of mentorship, your courses, how do they go?
Okay. I didn't like to offer signals. I have a reason, right? People came asking for signals to a point that I'm now forced to give out signals. I believe in trading flow, because in order for you to know why you're buying, why you're selling, you must really know why you're buying and why you're selling here, and there's an analysis behind all of that, right? And then same with education. Some people are scared to ask when there's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, they want that interaction, me and the mentor. You know, I'm just explaining my services. You know, you'll find someone that says, "Ish, like I'm busy, but I want to make money." Do you have a robot? Do you have a system? Do you have copy trade? You know, all of these things. So in terms of my services, is my number one up there is one-on-one mentorship. I focus on one-on-one mentorship. You know, come with whatever strategy you think you know. Let's polish it up. Let's do it. I didn't stay in the industry playing for 10 years. You know, I've been learning and I'm still learning, and I can share the information I have. That's mentorship. I've recently started Signals, which is this month. Signals as well. I have a system, it's not a robot. It's actually a system that gives you trades as well, and then also there is copy trade. Yeah. What do you want to know?
Yeah, the prices.
The prices.
Yeah, because
100K.
Just to pick your brains, you see some mentors are charging this crazy amount of money for their courses. I mean, you mentioned the issue of one-on-one. People are charging 20,000, 30,000.
Yeah,
What's your
me.
take
That's
with
me.
the pricing? The issue, the whole thing of pricing.
Okay. I price based on the value I'll give you. Mentorship one-on-one is 10K. Strictly 10K. It is face-to-face and also online, which is why you see me traveling every single day or every week. That's one-on-one, face-to-face, and also online as well. 10,000 rand. We have signals. Signals, we actually started with 500 rand per month. We have our system, alert system, we call it the alert system, because it actually gives you trades. Hey guys, let me say this. I'm not a financial advisor. Let me say, I am not a financial advisor.
Yeah.
Which is the signal part. Since signals, if you look at signals, it is financial advice.
Yes.
That's the whole reason why I didn't want to offer signals. The second thing, I didn't want to offer signals because I'm telling you where to buy, where to sell. There's a system which is for 15K, plug and play, and then what else?
He's looking at me as if
No, but like, we'll definitely leave your details down.
yeah,
below.
then they can always ask
Yeah,
but it was nice having you, sir. I think
Any last questions, guys? I don't like to leave questions hanging.
that means you need to.
I think I've asked the right questions, but I unfortunately it will have to come. Probably someone in the comments will be like, "Hey, but what about 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3?"
Yeah.
Because essentially, guys, guys, following zonke indaba, it's tiring.
Yeah, it's tiring and it's time consuming at times. And
Imagine how does that grow me as a person? But like, I think I've asked the questions I need to ask. Maybe there's some. Let me keep quiet. But anyways, thank you so much, Lakhe, for coming
thank you for having me, guys.
I appreciate your time. You shared so much knowledge that had meat on it today. It was really good to listen to as well. And I hope you guys took something as well. We are sitting here with Lakhe Mvuyana today. Myself, Nqobile Tembane, with
Givens Kgasi.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week. And we out.